All right, welcome guys back to another episode of Top Shelf. I'm here with
fitness coach Anthony Hinton.
Anthony Hinton, fitness coach. And what's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley. We're here with Ashley. She is. How many days you been out here, Ashley?
Just
How many?
this week.
This week. Ashley started this week, so she's already. Well, I've seen her come out here a couple of times, so I know she's determined and she's focused. Hey, coach, how long you been training for, man?
I've been training for going on 5 years now. But I've always been a coach. I have a football background. I have an athletic background. So a lot of my training comes from those type of programs. Some of it, I not dumb it down, but make more simpler movements to fit certain clients.
Right.
But based on the goals and what her preferences are and what she's working on, this program is best to fit her.
Okay.
So we started her from the ground up. Right now we're going to work on calisthenics, and we're going to stay there for a while until she's able to actually support herself fully before we start adding on loads and resistance to that workout.
Right. Okay.
That's why you see the dips. That's why you see the push-ups. That's why you see the pull-ups. You'll see some air squats. You'll see some lunges, and slowly we'll add resistance to it. But it's just like any house. If your foundation isn't built like it's supposed to be, once you get the roof on, it's going to fall to the floor eventually.
That's right.
So we're trying to build those blocks right. You did 10? Oh, you got 5 more?
I did those 5.
All right, let's go.
Hey, coach, while you doing that, man, give them a little insight about like your background, man. How old are you?
I'm 32.
32 years old. Okay,
Yes.
good money.
I've been playing sports since I was 5. Played football in college at Chowan University for 2 years. Came home, did semi-pro, played arena a couple of years, played overseas. And then that's what led me into actually personal training. Yeah, so not only do I personal train everyday people, I actually train athletes as well, getting ready for the season.
That's dope.
I've been doing that for I've been training athletes for about maybe 7 years now. I've been training private clients for about 5. I love building those relationships more than I love, helping people get their goals, stuff like that.
So that's what you get out of it?
Yeah, I
helping
get
people
those
and
relationships.
letting them what?
Those relationships, that pride you get when you help people reach their goals, especially when it comes to female clients. Female clients, when they come, they have a little bit of body shame and self-esteem. So it's more about that than actual training them, like the workout. It's
getting paid for it and stuff like that. Right.
So like as a trainer, that relationship, that connection that you build is sometimes even more important, because anybody can come out here and do any kind of movement and see some results if they do it long enough or if they do it hard enough.
Right.
So that trust that you build with your trainer and that connection that you build is the best thing in the world when it comes to doing this profession.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So once you start there, then 9 times out of 10, that client is either going to refer more people to you, or they're going to actually stay longer.
That's right.
So that's what I focus on. The money is always going to come. I mean, you're not training for free, so the money is going to be there regardless of who you train, but those relationships last forever.
That's right.
Ain't that right?
You almost let one get away from you, coach. Hey, listen, can you speak to my people about, steroids, taking any type of supplements or anything like that? Can you really tell, like, even if you have experience with it, or if, what's your thoughts on that?
I have not had experience with supplements myself or steroids myself. Before you look, young athletes out there, stuff like HGHs and steroids and stuff like that, they might make you stronger and faster, but what it's not going to do is make you a better athlete.
What about creatine?
Creatine, there are certain levels of creatine. Like, we were allowed to use them in high school.
Right.
The dangers of creatine is the water intake. So pretty much what creatine does is it pulls extra water from your body into your muscles so that you can work out longer. Right. So if you're not drinking enough water, then it starts pulling water from your vital organs, and it can cause your organs to shut down.
That's a fact.
So if you're going to use creatine, water, you need at least a gallon a day to keep it, to flush it out. That's why they don't like
keep it out your liver.
Yeah, and a lot of athletes don't know that, especially young athletes at the high school level.
That's a fact.
And then they end up with kidney problems or liver problems down the line because they're not properly hydrating themselves while taking creatine.
And all coach was concerned with was scoring and
and that's
getting bigger faster.
I would say especially in your early teens, from 13 to maybe about 17, 18. The only thing you really need is
I say food, man.
food, and if you want to do a supplement, just get a whey protein.
That's it, man.
Like, that's it.
That's it, man.
That's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, big up on the protein, eggs, and tuna,
Yeah.
things like that. Hey, Coach, I'm not gonna hold you too long, man. I know we wanna keep her going, or how you going?
Oh, she on her break.
She on her break? Okay, good deal. Hey, listen, I'm gonna get off the.
And this is just Gatorade and water. That's it.
Hey, listen, man.
Gatorade got a lot of sugar in it, so I dilute it with water.
Right.
I still get the electrolytes of Gatorade, and I still get the hydration benefits of water, and I get none of the sugar.
Hey, Coach, listen, I know you out here training, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to get you too dirty. Look like you just came to give some advice today. But listen, can you show my viewers at least one, maybe two workouts, or either we can have her do it. Either one.
We'll have her do it.
We'll have her do it. Okay, cool. We'll let her get off break first. But listen, off the workout tip for right now until she comes back. I have a mentor, right? And I always see him ask this question, man. And I love the question because I think it gives a lot of insight to the younger youth, especially younger black kids like us. You know what I'm saying? Or younger than us, actually, right? So I want to ask you this. And how old you say?
32.
32. If today, man, if you could give some advice to the 18-year-old you or the 16-year-old you, what advice would you give them?
The advice that I would give to my 16 and 18-year-old self is have a goal early in life. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us, because I'm from South Side of Raleigh. I grew up off Raleigh Boulevard,
Me
Raleigh
too.
North, Halifax, Monarch Terrace. My dad from Chavis Heights. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, we don't have goals. We just take opportunities as they come.
That's right. That's a fact.
And having that goal gives you something to work for. So when you 16, 17, 18 years old, if your vision is to go to college or to play, or if you're an athlete and your vision is to play sports at a highest level, you need to set little bitty goals and milestones on the way there, whether that's grade wise, whether that's, strength and speed wise, whether that's, signing up to actually go to a skills camp or something like that. Like, you really, really, really need to be diligent in working and do and practice your craft every single day. A day off is not an option.
That's a fact. Big
every
fact.
single year we turn out, especially with athletes, every single year it's 3 to 4 million student athletes worldwide or countrywide going into college.
And we're natural born athletes.
Natural born athlete. In North Carolina alone, we graduate between 150 to 200,000 athletes just for football.
That's right.
So you're competing for those spots. You can't take a day off. We can't afford to, especially not us. We can't afford to.
That's a fact.
If you at risk, you got people whose parents can afford to take them to college or send them to college no matter what. I didn't have that luxury, so I had to lean on football, but football was also
like a lot of us.
And I did it every day, even when it was during the off season after school. I hit the track like every single day. Footwork, weight room, body management, film watching, making sure I was aware of what I put in my body. Like, I didn't eat a lot of fast food and stuff like that. Like, it was pretty much a real high protein diet, and pretty much that's it. Protein and vegetables. Like, that was it. No sugar, no carbs, no nothing. So you got to be strict and diligent, because you got it's a 0.03% chance that you're gonna make it to the NFL.
That's right. That's a fact.
So if you're gonna give yourself the best chance possible, you got to start with those small goals and make sure you hit those milestones.
And I'm gonna add some emphasis on it too, man. Stop listening to what people say.
Facts.
That shit don't mean a damn thing. Let people say what they're gonna say.
Facts.
You do you.
You're gonna get a lot of naysayers. You know what I'm saying? Even when my name was in the newspapers, like, I still had a lot of naysayers.
Yeah, man.
But I ended up getting a football scholarship off of 1 year of varsity football.
That's right. You'll never be where you want to be in life if you keep listening.
So keep at it. Your dream never dies. Your dream only dies when you stop reaching for it. That's it. As long as you got breath in your body, as long as you got the will to do it, as long as you got the want to reach your dreams, keep reaching for it. Because you only need one yes. You're going to have a whole bunch of no's for the rest of your life, but that one person that says yes,
put you in the game.
Put you in the game. That can crack the door open so you can bust it open and bust through. And once you're in there, it's up to you to stay there.
That's right. Hey, Coach, that's last question, man, because she's ready. Last question. And this is this is nothing pertaining to workout, but I asked all my interviewees this question. Can you give just your opinion on the things that's going around in the world today, whether it be, you know, Black Lives Matter, coronavirus, you know, kids not being able to go to school. I know you probably don't got no kids.
I got a little girl.
Okay,
She's
okay.
one.
Okay.
As far as like Black Lives Matters goes, like
Just get anything you want to get off your chest.
my theory is this: when it comes to the issue of Black Lives Matter, it's only so long you can keep someone oppressed before they start to rebel. And this is what we're seeing. We're starting to see the rebellion, and this is not something new. Like, this happens over history. It repeats itself. Even during the time of slavery, there were a few slave revolts and a few slave rebellions, and it happened every so often. But we're in a situation where we have more freedom, and we realize those freedoms now, and the powers that be can no longer just say, you know, shut up and stay in your place.
Right, that's a
Because
fact.
we know our rights, we know our freedoms.
That's a fact.
And we're not our ancestors.
That's a fact.
And I'm not even gonna go back as far as slavery. We're not our ancestors or our relatives from the 50s and 60s.
Right.
So what you're seeing is people being tired of being oppressed, people being tired of being abused, people being tired of being murdered in the streets for little to no reason. So there's an uprising. It's going to happen. There is going to be a revolution, whether it's now or whether it's in the future, but this is the starting stone. As far as the corona thing, man, I can't, because you know you got
You
some.
don't even have to hit on it, man. You did enough, man. I appreciate everything.
No problem.
Listen, you want to give any shout outs? You got a page?
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Shout out to family, anything like that?
Follow me at Best You Fitness on Facebook and Instagram. Follow me at Best You Fitness. On Facebook is Best You Fitness. Also, follow me at Anthony Hinton. On Facebook and on Instagram is Sir_Hinton_88 for my personal page. If you need a workout session or if you need advice, you can hit me up on any of those pages, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours.
That's what's up, man. Hey, listen, man, I want to say thank you to Anthony. Guys, you check him out. This interview was pretty dope. Way doper than I thought it was going to be. You know, I'm glad it took the time out and we chopped it up.
I'm glad I can help
Yo,
you out, brother.
So listen, we're going to catch her on another date because she's still over there resting. You know what I mean? We're going to give her a couple of weeks and we're going to let her get her stuff together, and we're going to come back and we're going to interview her alone. But for now, Anthony gave us what we need, man. He dropped a lot of gems on y'all. Y'all should be grateful. Take these gems and take it in, man, and do something with it, all right? Peace. We out. Top Shelf.